Here I am back in Texas, working remotely. I'm on a lunch break. What time is it? It's 2:30 here in Texas, and it's a really good thing to be working remotely. There's not much, in my opinion, and in many of my other editor friends' opinions, there is there's not much of a difference between working remotely and working in the edit bay, especially on a show similar to what we're working on, which is Good Sports with Keenan and with Kevin Hart and Keenan Thompson. And the only exception to that is it's because the producers want us there so that they can just walk in and have us do whatever they need us to do, which is 100% exactly what we should be doing. And the good news is about this show right now is that it does allow for maybe 3 days of where remote working, 3 to 4 days actually, of remote working makes sense and is completely doable because there's stuff that the producers don't need to be in the edit bay. But when everything is getting ramped up for making sure that the show is going to go off without a hitch, which is Sunday and Monday, though, and then of course the editing the show on Monday night for Tuesday air, there's probably 42 hours of really, really hard, intense work that you can't really rely. I mean, everybody has to be it's kind of all hands on deck, really. So, but the other 4 days are not, you can take a regular 2 days off during the week and then 2 days of remote work, but then 3 days of, the hardcore heavy lifting stuff. So that's, I'm really grateful that I was able to come home for a few days to work remotely, and it's a blessing and it's a wonderful thing. But for those of you who want to edit, I've been thinking a lot about the content that I kind of want to create for editors. And the most important thing that I want you to understand if you want to be an editor is it's not just knowing how to push the buttons. It's knowing how to be creative with technology. And the same could be said with AI. You have to be, hopefully, if you're going to be using it, which, I mean, everybody seems to be using it these days, is you have to be very creative with it. Otherwise, it's just regurgitating, it's repackaging. I don't want to say this, but okay, I'll say it. It's just repackaging a turd, comes out as a turd, actually. It's taking stuff that's already existed and then turning it into somebody else's style. So that's not. I really don't consider that creative. I really don't. It's not creative. If you're going to take, tell you what, why don't you take one episode of Good Sports and say, hey, I want this show to be repackaged with Kevin and Keenan as babies or as dogs. That's not creative. It's not creative at all. You're taking something that already exists and you're saying, change it to this, or change it to, anything you can think of. However, anything that you can think of doesn't make you creative. It really doesn't. It's like, oh man, I saw this cool, baby video. I think I want to turn Kevin and Keenan into babies and have them sit at the desk. Now, can AI do that? Absolutely. Is it a creative idea? No, because you're not creating anything. You're just changing something. And so if you want to be an editor, like a really creative editor, and this is where it gets a little muddy from my perspective. If you want to be an editor, you do have to be creative, but you have to take what other people kind of shoot and their idea and make it even better. and that's the way you can be creative with the technology. But changing someone's idea to match somebody else's idea, that's not creative.